today we're gonna be diving into the world of Calamity Girl. You might know her from her YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
She's always cooking up something yummy or tackling some DIY project. But we're gonna go deeper.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what insights we can unearth from all of her videos.
Yeah.
Get ready for like surprising cooking hacks, resourceful solutions, and a whole lot of heart.
It's really fascinating to think about our source material.
Right.
I mean, we're not looking at some research paper or a historical document. It's YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's a unique lens, I think.
I think so too. It's like everyday life, you know?
Oh.
It's how knowledge is shared online. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's interesting about Calamity Girl is she doesn't shy away from the messiness of life, you know?
Right.
But she's got that energy, that chatty personality.
Yeah, she's super energetic.
And you just feel like you're in her kitchen with her.
Oh, 100%.
Dogs are barking, the cat's swiping at straws.
Yeah.
It's the whole 9 yards.
It's the whole thing. It's great. You get that like genuine quality right away.
Yeah.
And she's talking to you like, you know, like your friends, like we're all just hanging out.
Absolutely. It creates this like relatable, intimate atmosphere.
It really does. And it's not like a super polished, overly produced show or anything.
Yeah.
She's just herself.
Yeah.
Flaws and all.
Totally.
I think that's a big part of her appeal, actually. She even talks about her struggles with ADHD.
Yeah.
And how she manages it.
That's something you don't see very often, especially online.
No,
Yeah.
not in the curated world of social media.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's refreshing, right?
Sure.
It challenges that idea of perfection that we're just bombarded with constantly.
Totally. And I think that's why her viewers connect with her authenticity.
Oh, absolutely. Now, let's talk about her cooking.
Okay.
You've probably seen her famous 3 ingredients mantra. But what I find interesting is like, even with those simple recipes, she manages to create these flavorful dishes.
There's this interesting tension there.
Right.
She loves simplicity,
Right.
but there's also like a boldness in her flavors.
Totally.
It makes you think, how can you achieve that
Right. How can you achieve that balance?
in your own kitchen?
Yes. It's a great point. She's got this knack for like elevating basic dishes with unexpected ingredients.
Totally.
Think about her coleslaw recipe.
Okay.
Who would have thought to add celery seed?
Whole celery seed, that's brilliant, actually.
Right.
It has that like earthy flavor,
Yes.
and it really like enhances all the other ingredients.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder that sometimes the simplest additions can make a huge difference.
Yeah, 100%. And she's like passionate about it. You
Yeah.
can tell she really believes in that celery seed. It's not just a gimmick.
Exactly. And I think it like speaks to a bigger theme that we see in her cooking.
Well-
Bold flavors, simple ingredients.
Exactly.
Right.
Speaking of bold flavors, we got to talk about her triple cheese pesto Alfredo.
Okay, yeah.
It's like creamy, cheesy goodness.
It's like a symphony.
And what's interesting is like while she's using these rich ingredients,
Yeah.
she still emphasizes technique.
You'll notice like her Alfredo recipe is, you know, indulgent,
Right.
but it also shows like her resourceful side.
Yeah.
She uses pantry staples to create a gourmet meal.
Right.
And what's really striking is that emphasis on technique.
Yeah.
It shows that you can use simple ingredients and still make something amazing
Right.
if you know what you're doing.
Totally, yeah. And she takes you through every step, explains everything.
Yeah.
It's like having a cooking lesson
Exactly.
from Calamity Girl herself.
She's a natural teacher.
Right.
She breaks down these like complex things into really manageable steps.
Yeah.
So even gourmet cooking feels accessible.
Yes. And what I find really endearing is her love of cookbooks.
Oh, yeah.
She talks about getting stuck in them, especially Betty Crocker.
It just shows her love of learning and exploring new ideas.
Totally.
It suggests that like the whole 3 ingredients thing isn't about limiting herself.
Right.
It's about finding creative ways to use what she already has.
Yeah, she's all about making the most of what she's got.
Absolutely.
Reusing cooking oil, cleaning it with cornstarch, always looking for resourceful solutions.
It's like she's a modern day pioneer woman,
I know, right?
but with like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and a penchant for paprika.
Exactly. And that resourcefulness carries over into her DIY projects too.
Oh, for sure.
Her hacks are just so practical, and they show like her knack for, finding solutions to everyday problems.
Take her foil-lined baking pan hack, for example.
Right.
No more scrubbing burnt cheese.
Genius.
It's genius.
So simple, but so brilliant. And then there's her trick for, like, stabilizing cutting boards.
Uh-huh.
With a wet paper towel.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that?
I haven't, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Just using what you have around, solving problems.
Right.
And she repurposed a corner shelf in her bathroom.
Right.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
No.
Or expensive to do DIY.
Exactly. It's about working with what you've got and finding creative ways to, like, improve your space.
Totally.